What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Chris back again with another video for you guys today. In this video, I wanted to talk about Thursday flipping, a few things you guys can buy that should make you some coins this Thursday on the market. Last week's market was a little bit different as EA decided to pull a wild card out of their hat, and they decided to bring out the Prime Icon upgrade repeatable, which obviously was going to have a huge impact on the market. That is the fallback as to like investing in this year's game. EA can pull out anytime they want an SBC that would make the market drop or not make the market go as high as they usually would. Now, do I think the market's going to rise this Thursday? Yes. I don't think it's going to have the impact because, again, it's already been out, and whatever people have spent on this SBC, it's done. Like, they are not doing many. If anything, they're probably just grinding upgrades and then getting high ratings from that way. We've had a lot of like coin sync SBCs, so I think that the market, when it does get some coins on Thursday, is going to inject some prices to go a little bit higher, and in particular icons. Now again, the icon market, you're not going to see me look at the prices of the icons from last Thursday and Friday, because that was an anomaly. That was a week where a prime icon repeatable, so of course those cards are going to get hit the most, because if a prime icon is starting to drop in price, the middle and the baby are going to get crunched down as well in price, and it's going to make, if the prime is more affordable, then the middle is going to lose demand. If the middle is losing value, the baby is going to lose demand, and so on and so forth. So that is why the market last week, I'm not going to be referring to it, but I'm also not going to show you. I'm going to show you the week before's market, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to go as high as you think from that point of view, because that week was Ultimate Tots, and the market absolutely flew that week because people were getting Ultimate Tots players in their Elite packs, and then also being supplied through the 100k packs, and then the Reds, of course. So, hopefully you guys do enjoy this type of video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here, and I would very much appreciate it. So, I want to look at a few cards that I like, and there's three on the thumbnail right now. One of them is Georgie Best, and I like George Best. I like his 88, I like his 90, and I'm just going to take a look right now as to what his price is. He's $294 on the market on the PS, and I'm just going to like go off on like 10, 15, 20 different icons for you guys to kind of go in on PS and Xbox, because again, I think these guys will rise on Thursday. I don't think you're going to see a market that is lower. I think you're going to see coin injection. I think you're going to see the market go high. I'm not going to recommend too many cards that are, you know, in packs right now, like headliners, shapeshifters, even like FUB birthdays might go up a little bit, but again, like how much can those cards really go up? They are going to get supplied a little bit on Thursday, so be careful with that. I don't think it's going to be a big enough supply to really make their price fall 20, 30k, but just be careful. They are in the rewards this week. Like FUB birthday, say Maximin is in rewards. All the TOTS cards are in packs still as well. So Best right now has gone to as low as 285 on PS and 300 on PS at his highest. So try to get 285, 280 on this. And then on Xbox, the Xbox graph, and you're going to give me some time here on this video because I want to show you guys as many icons as possible. On Xbox, he's been pretty consistent. He's been like 260, 270. So if you can get this card around the 250s, that's really good for George Best. Let's move on to the next guy. Let's go to the 90 George Best. That's another card that, again, you know, very, very popular card. How much is he going for? You know, he's not even... See, this is the thing, right? We saw the baby George Best around 295, and we're seeing the middle at like 40, 50k higher. So these guys have to start rising. And a guy like Georgie Best has the 4-star, he likes to go up in weeks past as well. I'm looking at the graphs right now. He goes up a good amount. Even last week he did go up on the Thursday, so that's decent. And he went up a lot on the previous Thursday with Ultimate Tots. So if you want to look at this 90 George Best on PS, you're going to want to look, if I can, let me just put these things up here. On PS, you're going to want to buy him at like 350 and under, 350, 340-ish, if you can. And then on Xbox, you're going to want to buy him at, like, if you can, like 320. Actually, you know what? If you can get 300, that's decent. I'm looking at the graph right now, and, you know, he was like 330, 340 at points today, and then he went down to 304. If you could find 304 to 320, that's a really good price for George Best. I think you'd probably go to like 330, 340-ish. So look around that. I was looking at different icons. We're going to go through a few more. One of them is on the screen as well. I believe I have the 88 Desai on here. Now, I know a lot of people did go out and do the Ndombele SBC. But again, this guy is still so freaking low. 185k. I think, you know, regardless of it, Ndombele, like if you get this in the 170s on PS, that's really good. Like I feel like he's too low, man. That's the problem. I just think this Desai is a little too low for a CDM. And then on Xbox, if you can find a way to get the guy around like 150 and under, that's pretty good for me as well. More cards we're going to look at. I think the other card we do have on the thumbnail is either the 85 Sol Campbell or the 87. Both will do good this Thursday. They are cards that people always love to use. This 85 Sol Campbell is around 230, or was 230. If you could find them at that, that's pretty good on PS. And then if on Xbox, we take a look here on Sol Campbell. Let me just pull this up really quickly. The 85 overall, you're going to want to go and buy the card at, let's say, again, probably under 200 is decent. You know, yeah, 200, 205, that's pretty good for Sol Campbell. And then if we're going to look at the 87 card, and I'm looking right now, the 87, you're going to want to look at the 265, 260 range on PS. And on Xbox, you're going to want to find, let me take a look at yesterday. You're going to want to find like 210, 215. I don't think that's a very big ask on Sol Campbell. So that's a couple cards right there, just off the bat. Now, again, we do have a lot of, like, you know, the summer heat cards that are coming out. But I still think that, you know, players will go up. For example, I think Michael Ballack is somebody that can go up. And again, we do have Teen Wheat that comes out tomorrow as well. So be wary of that. On PS, 89 Ballack, if you want to buy him around like the 150 and under on both consoles, both pretty good. 150 and under on both consoles. He could go up a little bit on the Thursday. If we go on, I'm just going through some of the pages on the icons right now. Let me take a look at, I'm going through a lot of these pages right now. I would say, let me see. Some of the moments are going to probably get low during rewards this Thursday. If you want to snipe them during rewards, you can. I would say Frank Rijkaard's center back card. He's currently 204 on PS. If you could find him under 200 on PS, that's good. And then under 185 on Xbox is good too. On the 88 Rijkaard, that's the one I'm looking at. Cannavaro, 89, is somebody that always does well on Thursdays. If you look at 2 weeks ago, he had a really big spike up on the Thursday. He went from, on PS, he went from 201 all the way to 246. So again, last week's numbers on the graphs that you're going to see is you're going to see Thursday is going to go a little bit lower on some of the graphs, and Friday as well is going to go even lower. And that is because of the sell-off that people are doing for this Prime Icon upgrade. But you will see a little bit of a rebound on some of these icon cards. So on PS, Cannavaro is good at 200. And then on Xbox, you're going to want to look at 190, 185, 190. I think that's pretty good. And again, you're going to want to look at these cards between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. UK. Because once you hit 7 p.m. UK, and they don't really have anything repeatable coming out that people can go and grind for, you're going to see people start putting coins into icons and things for their team for the upcoming Weekend League. Because again, this game is far from dead in my opinion. I think you still see it in the viewership on Twitch. You still see it on the amount of people playing the game. I don't think you're going to see the game die right now, especially because FIFA 21 is not coming out until October, and it's a little bit of a later start, so just be very careful with that. Luis Figo, I'm trying to think, does this guy go up at all? He did go up actually a lot on June 12th, which was like a week and a half ago. If you can on PS, like 245, 240, and then on Xbox, you're going to want to look at the He's actually up a lot on Xbox. That's not correct. Yeah, he's up a lot on Xbox. Look around the 200 range, 205, something like that for Luis Figo. A 90 overall right wing. You know, he's got 4-star, I believe. That would be decent. So that's like kind of some of the cards that I'm looking at for this Thursday. Cannavaro's 87 card as well. Does well a lot. If you can find him at 265 on PS and then on Xbox 250 and under, that's good. I like that. I like Petite Prime. Again, like I said, Ndombele, I know he is somebody that people are doing mostly, but I still think that there is a... Like, Ndombele is a center mid, and Petite's a CDM. And I know they could play the same position, but Petite is still an icon that gets links to many players. I still think you're going to see a lot of French players go up this week when we've had Ndombele. We've had Mendy's left back card. We've had a couple of French SBCs, so I wouldn't be surprised in objectives that you see some of these cards go up. Like, if you can get Petite at 270 on PS and then on Xbox like 220, 215, 220, that's pretty good for me. I had a couple cards last week that did well. I was able to buy the 89 Cannavaro at 217, sold him at 240 plus. Socrates' 91 card also did well, or 89 card actually. It was 89 overall Socrates that I picked up, and the price that I picked him up last week was about 210, and I sold him at like 245. I sold him at a really good price last week before the Icon SBC came out. I don't think you have to wait before 6 p.m. to sell. I think you can wait after it. What repeatable can they come out with that would make people sell? I don't really know. The Prime comes out. Unless it's a team of the season repeatable, then the market's going to go to shit. But what is the likelihood of them doing that right now on a Thursday? That'd be crazy. On PS and on Xbox, you could probably look at the same prices here. 180, 185 on the 89 Socrates. Both pretty good. And you also have to know that we are going to be getting a Bobby Firmino. Most likely, because I know a lot of people voted for him. He's a Brazilian striker. I think a lot of people would look at Bobby Firmino and try to link him as well, not only with Prem players, but also with icons and Brazilian icons. And, you know, you've got Kaká, you've got Socrates, even Rivaldo to a certain extent. You have strong links on a card like that. If you look at Del Piero is a card that usually does well on Thursdays. You see his peaks and valleys a lot. If I show you his graph right now, he gets a lot of peaks and valleys here, up and down every single Thursday and Friday. So you saw him on the Wednesday 367, goes all the way up to 402 by the Saturday. Obviously, last week, you're seeing this commonly. Thursdays, they're just going lower and lower, and that's because of the Prime Icon upgrade sell-off. If you can on both consoles, like 290, 285 on PS, and then on Xbox, like 220, 225. That's something to look at, in my opinion. The 87 Del Piero Baby is one of the most sought after Del Pieros. Like, people really like the Baby one over some of the cards. I'd stay away from left backs because I think a lot of people did do Mendy, so just be careful with that. I think your normal icons like Rio Ferdinand's probably going to go up like 40, 50k this week. I'm thinking, let me see who else. I think Garrincha probably will go up. He's a Brazilian right wing icon, and he's had some hype this year. Again, he's another icon that just has peaks and valleys a lot. If you could find him on PS around the 350 and under, and then on Xbox like 285, 290, those are two pretty good prices for me on the Xbox and on PS. 87 Desai center back card. That's another card that probably does well. Again, look, peaks and valleys. Let me show you right now. A lot of peaks and valleys on these cards, man. Even in the last 5-6 days, man, this guy's had a lot of peaks and valleys. So, on PS, you know, he's like 350-ish right now. You're going to want to buy a 340. And then on Xbox, under 300 is pretty good for me as well. So, that's a lot of icons to go through. I think that's like 14 minutes of me talking icons. I'm not going to really recommend FUB birthdays or other cards like that because they are going to get supplied a little bit. Not to say that they won't go up on Thursday. I'm just not going to recommend them because I would rather go icons, which is more of a safer route. I don't want to lose you guys coins. That's the last thing I want to do. So, other than that, I mean, with the market today, we saw a little bit of a sell-off on the top tier fodder market because we got a 45k pack that was pretty much like 3 to 5k to do. So, everyone did the SBC, and we also got a party bag today. which contains everything that's in packs at the moment. Again, EA is giving us some really good content over this promo. I just hope, and I hope it's not a ploy for them to get hyped for 21. Please just give us this kind of content all the time, because we will be the happiest community if you do. And obviously the Prime Icon player upgrade is going to be still there for another 30 days, but I still think you're going to see the market rise on icons that are meta. Focus on meta icons like Essieans, like Zola, like Michael Owen moments, like the ones I talked about. Those are the ones you want to be looking at to go up this Thursday. And Friday as well. I think you didn't see a Friday rise in the market too much because of the Prime Icon upgrade. A lot of people spend money on those SBCs, and they took out untradables in their club to go and do it, and then they had to put coins into the SBC as well. So the market didn't have as many coins as it did going into Thursday, because everyone spent their Thursday rewards on the Icon upgrade. And I don't think you're going to see that the same thing this time, because it's been out for a week now and people know what to expect from the Prime Icon upgrade. You're not seeing a huge pull most times. I think people are going to buy things for their team, specifically icons, to link players like Summer Heat cards. So Dutch icons like Seedorf could probably go up a little bit with the Bodius card. French icons will go up a little bit, right? With the Blancs, the Desais. Those kind of cards will go up because of Diabis and, and Ndombele and stuff like that. That's what's going to really go up this week. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to get some more content for you guys very, very soon, and I'll talk to you guys in videos soon. All right, peace out.